the question would be, how has your background, both culturally and occupationally, influenced your perception of maintaining a sense of presentability?
So background, I think culturally, we're there's a stigma that goes behind the word or the cultural of being Hispanic or Latin or Latino, especially in southern states, and I've noticed here now as well. So being, as far as my occupation, for the longest time I was a Marine, and I when I was 18, and that choice was made because I didn't want to stay in a certain box, in Miami, of just being either in construction or doing roofing. I didn't want to do that, so I wanted to do something different. So that occupation eventually led me to the Marines, and I made it a career. But that now it's important to me because it allows me to set a good example for other Hispanics or Latinos and let them know, hey, if I did it, you could do it, and use that as an example for others to at least to follow, even if it's one person to follow, but mainly you guys, my two boys and my daughter. So
Right.
Yeah.
Pila de saliva desligada.
En el trago estamos recoger jugo una vez, ¿te recuerdas? Hace como 2 años de eso.
Sí, de verdad.
$100 de jugo los trago. No, chequeamos.
Yo no sé a quién lo robó.
How has the need to uphold that presentation been passed down to your children?
Ooh, you tell me. Discipline-wise, just carrying yourself with honor and respect. Not falling into that same box as everybody else. Just kind of we what was passed down to me. I would say as a man, from my dad, was not what I'm passing down to you guys, and I made that as a conscious choice, not to do the same, not to repeat it. So I think all of us as Hispanic or Latino men, that we have a choice. We can stop that. I guess redo the wheel, reinvent the wheel of how we want to be, what kind of men we want to be, and what kind of men we want our sons to be, and what kind of examples as men, Hispanic men, do we present or portray to our daughters, and then that in turn, just makes it, I don't want to say easier, but it makes it more manageable for us, I guess, in my opinion, in the future, because there's so many obstacles that we face no matter what, and culturally, and so many roadblocks. And so I think that just doing what you can, what you do as a person, and being happy at what you do, but just being a good person in general, and always be proud of where you come from. It doesn't matter where you come from, and that's one of the most important things, to share that.
My name is Gaspar Porto. I am from Argentina. I was born in Argentina but raised in Brazil. So my culture is pretty much more of a Brazilian. But since all my family is from Argentina, I have a mixed culture. And I was raised in both countries, I can say, because all of my vacations that I had in Brazil while I was in middle school and high school, I went to Argentina because I had all my cousins there. And yeah, I think that will be pretty much my name and my background. But mental health is really something tough. I am not really a good guy to talk about it because I'm kind of toxic with myself. My self-talk is kind of bad. But if I would talk to someone and recommend to someone, you need to talk with someone. If you don't have social events or social situations enough, you are not going to be healthy because your brain needs to have people. So having someone to talk to that you really trust and you can really rely on is really important because you can let all your stress go with this person. and she's not going to care that much, and she's going to hear you. So having someone is really important. Mainly if you are alone, if you are an international student as myself, I know it's tough, but we are here to do something and we have a purpose in mind. So we just need to do what needs to be done. And there may be a stigma because it might be hard to someone who is not socially accepted sometimes because of the picture that the immigrants have on us to talk with someone, to search for help, because people might think, oh, the Latinos are here just to steal our jobs. That is not true, because that we are here by a long time right now. You have a whole, I don't know, a whole another Dominicana country on USA. Dominicana is a country, but you have, I don't know, maybe 40% of people go to USA.
I would say that my focus is very much on mental health because of how important it is, and ironically how neglected it is in my culture, our culture. You know, those who you've seen before me, very neglected. And initially, I did want to start off with barbershops and things like that. You know, sanctuaries, I was calling them. But the more that I spoke with people and the more that I kind of related to myself, I realized that number one, that anywhere can be a sanctuary. To me, my family is my sanctuary. But that even in places of sanctuary, you face these issues. So attacking the source, you know, getting down to the root cause of why certain things happen and why they are even prevalent in the first place, that's really what I kind of wanted to see and dive into. But I thoroughly and genuinely believe that you have to get to know yourself first and attack yourself first before you go on and do the same for other people. So that's why I really did focus on that. So the next question, I guess, would be,